Hi everybody, welcome back to Midvale Minis. Today I'm continuing on with the build of the book nook. Here I am putting together the tall standing lamp. Now if you are going to be making this book nook, I have a piece of advice on building this lamp. Putting the wiring through, in the instructions it says to push the wires all the way through and then slide on this brass piece. I recommend that you keep the wires inside the tube until after you put on the brass piece. You see there's a small opening here and a large opening on the other side. The other side has to go towards the top, and it is really difficult to try and push the wires through that small opening at the bottom unless you keep it inside the tube. I hope that makes sense. And here it is done. Next, I'm moving on to the ceiling lamp. In running these wires, I feel like I'm sewing. These are little tubes that are sort of square shaped, and the wires are run inside the tubes. Now, you do have to cut them at a certain length, so just be aware of that. And then we put on these little spacers that attach the square tubes to the actual book nook. Next, I am moving on to the faux glass portion of the greenhouse. And here I am assembling this small window. This is actually my favorite part of the book nook. I just really love how it looks. And here you can see the one side is complete. Now you can see I am running this brown wire along the railing on the inside before I finish putting up all the sides of the book nook. This is going to be a decorative piece with flowers on it. This little yellow cabinet, I guess it is, I didn't end up putting on the little 2D flowers on the top. So what I'm doing here is I took a plain yellow index card and I'm tracing the top of the little cabinet, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it out and I'm going to glue it on to make it look like a solid wood top. And there it is, and it looks so much better without all those little holes on the top. Next, I'm putting down the rug. And now I'm ready to actually install my standing lamp. So with the plastic sides up, I'm now putting on the exterior wooden part. And here's what it's looking like so far. See how cute that little window is? I just love that little window. Next, I'm assembling the casing for the battery pack, which goes underneath the book nook. And now I'm installing it. I'm twisting the 3 black wires together and then the 3 red wires together, and they provide little pieces of electrical tape to wrap around it so it's nice and safe. And here it is finished. Here I'm assembling the steps for the front of the book nook. And here it is, all completely assembled. I'm really, really happy with how it's come out. I'm not done because I still have some details to create, but are you ready for this? Wait for it. works! Thanks for joining me today. See you in the next video. Bye.